how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your home. Now students, today we are going to start a new chapter from your book, and that is Measures of Time. As you all must be watching time, seeing time in the clock or your hand watches and some other equipments. Now if we discuss about time, time is actually a very important measure, or you can say time is something which help us to do our things, because when we see the time, accordingly we schedule our day, right? So in this chapter today, in this lecture, we are going to discuss some very important topics related to time. The topics are full hour or o'clock, half past hours, quarter hours, time relation, AM and PM, and along with this we will discuss about 12-hour and 24-hour clock. So today in this lecture we are going to discuss these topics. Very first, starting with the time. So for time, or you can say to measure time, we use a clock, an equipment called clock. Now in this clock, if you all have noticed that in a clock there are total 1 to 12 numbers. That means we can say that a clock is actually divided into 12 divisions. How many divisions? 12 divisions. Clock is divided into 12 divisions. After division, every single division is subdivided into 5 subdivisions. That means every number, every value, 12 to 1, 5 subdivisions. 1 to 2, again 5 subdivisions, 2 to 3, again 5 subdivisions, and like that it goes on. So basically clock is divided into 12 divisions, and then each division is subdivided into 5 divisions. Right students? Now what are these divisions actually? These divisions, you can say these are just numbers starting with 1 till 12. But these divisions actually represents different terms. Different terms, how we can represent different terms? By using different types of needles. So if we talk about the needles, so there are 3 needles present in a clock. One is hour hand, or you can say there are 3 hands of a clock. The first is our hour hand, second is minute hand, and third is your second hand. The hour hand is actually a small hand. The smaller hand in the clock is called hour hand. The smaller hand is called hour hand. The longer hand is called the minute hand. So let's suppose this is the hour hand and this is our minute hand. After that, there is a very thin needle present in the clock, and that is called second needle, which is very thin. So let's suppose these are the 3 hands of our clock: hour hand, minute hand, and the second hand. Clear students? Now these 3 hands actually help us to see the time and to calculate what time is there in the clock. For example, as you can see here, right now I have made the time, and in which our hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 12. And for this time, we write that it is 3 o'clock, or we write the time is 3 a.m. or p.m. like this. So these are the 2 different ways of writing the time. Either we write it 3 o'clock, or we write 3 a.m. or p.m. Now what is this and how we come to know that it is 3 o'clock, that let's discuss now. As I have told you that there are 12 divisions in the clock, and every division is subdivided into 5 subdivisions, right? So in that case, how we get the value of each hand? So here this number 1 is actually, what you have to do, you have to read the table of 5 here. So 1 5s are 5, or you can say 5 1s are 5. Then similarly, this 2 becomes 5 into 2, that is 10. Then 5 into 3 becomes 15. 5 into 4 will become 20. 5 into 5 becomes 25. Then 5 into 6 equals to 30. 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. Then 5 multiplied by 8, 40. Next 5 multiplied by 9, 45. 5 multiplied by 10 is 50. 5 multiplied by 11, 55. And at last 5 multiplied by 12 will give you 60. Clear, students? So here you can see that inside the clock the divisions are 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12, and outside the clock I have made a table of 5 by multiplying with the numbers. So now to see the time, or you can say to find out what time is there in the clock, we have to use both the values. When you are going with the hour hand, when you are finding the value of hour hand, that time you will see the values which are inside. That means if I have to find out this time, so in that case our hour hand is at 3. I will find out the value as 3. So that will be 3. Then after that the minute hand is at 12, but I will not write it as 3:12. But for minute hand I will find the value which is outside. So now what is the value here? 5 into 12, that is 60. But we do not write it as 60. We write it as 0, 0. The 60 is written as 0, 0. Why? Because our hand, you can say minute hand or hour hand, has made a complete round. So we call it as 0, 0. So in that case your time is 3 and AM or PM. Now what is this AM and PM? AM is actually ante-meridiem and PM is post-meridiem. Or you can say AM is the time which is between midnight 12 to noon 12. That is the time of AM, and PM is the time between noon 12 to midnight 12. That means morning 12 midnight to 12 noon. It is AM. What is the time? It is AM. It is called as AM. Full form, ante-meridiem. Second, from 12 noon to 12 midnight. For the time between 12 noon to 12 midnight, we use PM. So that is post-meridiem. Clear, students? So this is your AM and PM. This is how you can use AM and PM. If the time is between 12 midnight to 12 noon, we use AM. If the time is 12 noon to 12 midnight, then the time is called as PM. So that's why whenever we are saying that what time you wake up, so it is 7 AM or 6 AM, because this is the time when you wake up in the morning. What time you take dinner? So the dinner you take at night, and just because it is the time between 12 noon to 12 midnight, that means suppose you are taking your dinner at 9, so that will become 9 PM. Clear, students? So this is how you put AM and PM. And this is the concept of a clock, that how we watch time and how we write time. Now let us take some more cases. Suppose your hour hand is at 1 and minute hand at 12. Right? So what is your time? Your time is 1 o'clock. We call it 1 o'clock. Why? Because this is a full time. This is your first part, that is full hour, the complete hour. So it is 1 o'clock. If your hour hand becomes at 3, then it will become 3 o'clock. This is your full hour time, 3 o'clock. If your hour hand is at 8, then it will become 8 o'clock. Now here when we are writing o'clock, in this we are not discussing or we are not mentioning whether it is AM or PM. It is just time, 8 o'clock. Whether it is morning or evening, we have not mentioned that. This is your time in full hours. What it is? Full hours. When your time is in full hours, then we write it as 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, like that. Now after this full hour clock, we have half past. Now what is half past? Half past, as it is, the word itself is explaining its meaning. Half means half the way done, past means complete. When the minute hand will cover the half distance. So what is the half distance from 12? The opposite to 12 is 6. That means when our minute hand is at 6, then we call the time as half past. Now what is the situation right now? If your needle, the hour hand is between 8 and 9 and the minute hand at 6. So what is this time? This time you can say as half past. Half past which value? 8. You will take the previous value. So half past 8, or you can write it as 8:30. 8:30, because half past has been crossed. Half time is already crossed. Now similar to that, if our hand is between 11 and 12. Now what is this time? This time is half past 11. Half past 11, or you can write 11:30. 11:30. Clear, students? So this is the concept of full hour, when the minute hand is at 12 and our hand is rotating at different value. Then we call it as full hour clock. If the minute hand is at 6, the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is rotating between two values, then we call it as half past time. After this, we have quarter to and quarter past. So what is that? Quarter value. So quarter to, and second is quarter past. So quarter to and quarter past. Quarter to, very first quarter. Quarter means basically this clock is divided into 4 parts. If we make a line from this center, if I divide this clock, you can see there are 4 equal divisions in this clock. Now quarter to. Quarter to means if your minute hand is at 9. If your minute hand is at 9 and our hand is just reaching 12, then you will say quarter to, and which value? Quarter to the next value where your our hand is reaching, that is 12. Quarter to 12, or you can write as 11:45, because your minute hand, our hand has crossed 11 and minute hand is at 9. So 9 5s are 45. So that's where time is 11:45, or you can say quarter to 12. We can say the things both the way. Quarter to 12 or 11:45. Similarly, if your minute hand is still at 9 only and your hour hand is reaching 6. Now what will be the time? Your time will be quarter to 6. Quarter to 6. And you can write it as 5:45. Clear, students? Next is your quarter past. Now what is quarter past? Quarter cross. That means in this case your minute hand will be at 3. What will be the position of your minute hand? The minute hand will be at 3. Now can you tell the time? What is the time right now when your needle is between 5 and 6 and the minute hand is at 3? So your time is quarter past quarter past 5. Quarter past 5. That means you can say it as 5:15. The time is 5:15. Quarter past 5. Clear, students? So this is the concept of full hour clock, half past, quarter to and quarter past. Now suppose your hour hand is between 9 and 10 and minute hand is still at 3. Now what is the time? The time is quarter past 9. Quarter past 9 and you can write it as 9:50. Okay students, so this is all about the different clock time, full hour, half hour, quarter to and quarter past. So students, now after this all, after discussing about different hands in the clock, hour hand, minute hand, second hand and the different type of times, that is full hour, half past and quarter hours, it's time for time relation. What is the relation between the three hands which is present in the clock? As we have discussed that there are 3 hands in a clock, so there must be some relation between these 3 hands. So yes, the relation is, the first relation says 1 hour is actually equals to 60 minutes. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. The second relation is 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So this is your second relation. That means hour and minutes are connected, minute and seconds are connected. So in turn, we can also write that the relation between hour and the second. So here if I have to write 1 hour equals to how many seconds? So that will be 60 multiplied by 60 seconds. So it will be 3600, 3600 seconds. So these are the 3 relations between hour and minute, minute and seconds, and hour and second. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. So the relation is 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds or 3600 seconds. So this is your relation which you are going to use when you have to convert hours into minutes or minutes into seconds or hours into seconds, like that. Okay students, so please remember these 3 relations between hour hand, minute hand and the second hand. After this, we have already discussed what is AM and PM. Now the last topic today which we are going to discuss is 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock. Students, if we talk about 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock, 12-hour and 24-hour clock. So the common way, or you can say the common method of writing the time is basically we use the 12-hour clock. But at some places and in some of the digital clocks, the time is also shown in 12-hour clock. What is actually 12-hour and 24-hour clock? In 12-hour clock, as soon as the hour hand takes a complete round of the clock, that means from 1 to 12, and after this 12, when it will again reach 1, we call it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and after that again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Why these 2 types of clocks are there? Because in one day we have 24 hours. That means 24 hours in one day. So in that case, if we talk about clock, if we talk about 12-hour clock, so that means 12 hour plus 12 hour. That means there will be 2 complete rounds. 2 complete rounds of the hour hand. Then it becomes 12-hour clock. And if there is only 1 complete round, if it is considered as 1 round only, 1 complete round, then it is considered as 12-hour clock. Now what if I take an example for 12-hour clock? Suppose your time is 7:15 AM. Suppose the time is 7:15 AM. So this time is actually in 12-hour clock. Now if I write some time in 24-hour clock, so that could be written as 21:15 hours. That means in the 24-hour clock, time may exceed, that means the hour hand may exceed the value after 12 also. Right? That means in 24-hour clock, after taking one complete round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we will not start with 1 again. We start with after 12, then it is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. After 24, then we again counted from 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 12-hour clock we counted from 1 to 12 and then again 1 to 12, then again 1 to 12. Whereas in 24-hour clock we counted as 1 to 12, then 13 to 24 and then after 24 again it starts with 1 onwards. So this is your relation, or you can say this is your 24-hour clock and 12-hour clock. So we will discuss some questions related to 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock right now. Now suppose if I take an example, a time is given to you as 3 AM. If it is 3 AM and it is said that you have to write the time in 24-hour clock, because the time right now is given in 12-hour clock. So if it is said that convert it into 24-hour clock, so for that, just because your value is, the time given to you is in AM and the value is less than 12, so you will write it as 0300 hours. That means if it is AM, Now opposite to that, if the same time was 3 PM and it is said that write it in 24-hour clock, so in that case, just because it is PM, so what you will write, 3, that means 300 plus 1200. That means you will add 12-hour clock to this 3 PM. You will write it in this format only. Now after adding this value, you will get 1500 hours. So this is how you can convert a 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock. If it is AM, then there is no need of any changes. Simply you will write the digits. If it is there in hour, if the value is less than 2-digit value, then you will put a 0. So it will be 0300 hours. And if it is PM, then you have to add 1200 to the same value. We will discuss some more questions in detail. Now students, after discussing the introduction of the time, let us take some questions from your book exercise. And the first question says, write the time in figures. So the time is given in words and you have to write it in figures. So the first part, 23 minutes past 5. So what will be the time? The time will be 23 minutes is already passed and passed after 5. So your time will be 5:23. 5:23, or you can write 05:23. So this is your time, 23 minutes past 5. The second one, 8:30. Half past means 30 minutes past. So your time will be 08 in hours and 30 minutes. So your time is 8:30. Clear students? Coming to the second question, in which you have to write the time using AM or PM. As I have already told you, if it is 12 midnight to 12 noon, the time is AM, and if it is 12 noon to 12 midnight, then it is PM. So 5:30 in evening. This is the time between 12 noon to 12 midnight. So what it will be? It will be 5:30 PM. 5:30 PM. The second one, 15 minutes past midnight. It is past midnight. That means after midnight. So that will be 15 minutes past. So what you will write? You will write it as 00:15 because it is 15 minutes past and it is midnight to mid-noon. That means 12 midnight to 12 noon. So it is 00:15 a.m. This will be the time of a.m. Clear, students? You can write it as 00:15 a.m. or you can also write it as 12:15 a.m. Both the ways it is correct. Okay, students? After this, the third question, in which you have to change the 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock. So how to write the time which is given in 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock? So the time, if it is AM, then you directly have to write the value in hours. If it is PM, then you have to add 1200 hours to the given time. So here in the first part, it is 10:10 a.m. Just because it is AM, so you will be writing the value in the same manner, 10:10, and you have to remove the two signs, the two dots here. Okay, so it will become 10:10 hours, and now your time is in 24-hour clock. Just because it was AM, directly you have to write the value and it becomes 10:10 hours. Coming to the second part, in which it is PM, right? It is PM. So very first, you will be writing this number, or you can say you will be writing this time in 4-digit value. Since you can see count here 1, 2, 3. There are only 3 digits. So very first we will write 0, 1, 4, 5. This is your time which is in 12-hour clock. And just because it is PM, so to convert this into 24-hour clock, we will add 1200 to this. So what will be the sum of these two values? It will become 1, 3, 4, 5. That means 1345 hours. This is the conversion from 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock. Understood? Next, in the next question, change into 12-hour clock. Now 24-hour clock is given to you and you have to convert this into 12-hour clock. So for that, as we have added 1200 here, now in this we have to subtract 1200. But in which case? The cases in which your hour hand is more than 12. If your hour hand is giving a value more than 12, then you have to subtract it by 1200 and you have to put PM there. Okay. So in the first part, you can see the time is 1640 hours. And here you can see the hour hand is greater than 12. So what you will do? We will do 1640 minus 1200. So subtracting the value here, you will get 440. Now this is 440. So put the two dots here. So it becomes 440, and what it is, just because you have subtracted by 1200, so it will become PM. So it is 440 PM. Okay, students? If we have not subtracted by 1200, then we will write AM. Coming to the second part, in which 600 hours. 600 hours. Here the hour hand is showing a time less than 12. So this will be directly written as 600 with the two dots. That means it is now in 12-hour clock AM. So it is 6 AM. Then the third part, 2110 hours. So that will be 2110 minus 1200. Subtracting the value here, what you will get? 910. 910. And what it is, since we have subtracted by 1200, it will be PM. So the time is 9:10 PM. Understood, students? How to convert a 12-hour clock to 24-hour and 24-hour clock to 12-hour. Now coming to the last question, in which you have to indicate the time when the position of hour hand and minute hand is given to you. In the first part, it is said that your hour hand is between 2 and 3. Your hour hand is between 2 and 3 and minute hand at 4. So if we draw a clock, if I roughly draw the clock, so this is our clock. Okay. Now, if we check out the position, our hand is between 2 and 3. hour hand is between 2 and 3 and the minute hand is at 4. The minute hand is at 4. So students, can you see what is the time here? Yes, the time is 2:20. 2:20. Or you can also write it as 20 minutes past 2. 20 minutes past 2. Okay? Like we write it as 15 minutes past. Similarly, you can write 20 minutes past 2 or you can write it as 2:20. Both the ways it is correct. Coming to the second part, in which our hour hand. What is our hour hand? It is between 11 and 12. So if I make the diagram in the same clock, what is our hour hand? Hour hand is between 11 and 12. So this is our hour hand, and minute hand between 9 and 10 at the first division. It is between 9 and 10, and where between 9 and 10? Because 9 and 10 is subdivided into 5 divisions. So it is said that at the first division. So if I talk about the 5 divisions like this, so our minute hand is at this place, at the first division. So what is the value of minute hand at when the needle is at 9? 9 into 5, which is 45. Now if I talk about the next subdivision, so it will become 46 because one division means 1 minute extra. So what is your time? Our hand is between 11 and 12. So it is 11. We will count as 11, and the minute hand is at 46. So it is 11:46. Clear students? So this is your time 11:46 because your minute hand is between 9 and 10 at the first division. If it was at second division, then we have written as 47. If it is at third division, then it will become 48. 11:48, 11:49, 11:50 like this. Okay students, so with this we have ended this topic today. I hope you have understood the concept. Kindly go through your book exercise and complete the questions in your notebook. Thank you for the lesson students. Have a great day.